Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joe Wheeler speaking to you, and a new series of broadcasts to be inaugurated over WHAS Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This is the Old Street Man, and we're speaking to you now from the front of the Drury Lane, the Radio Theater of Louisville, where we instigate this new series of broadcasts for your enjoyment. Mr. and Mrs. Public and Mr. and Mrs. Louisville, this is directed explicitly to you, because you'll pardon us for saying that, after all, you are the most interesting person in the world. It's your opinions, it's your ideas, it's your various and sundry discussions on the topics of the day that go to make up the most interesting part of life. So if we bring Mr. and Mrs. John Q. Public right into your home, we feel that you're going to enjoy the various and sundry opinions and the topics they'll have to make for you. So right now, we're going to call our first interviewer up to the microphone that we've stopped here on the street and ask him a question. What is your name, sir?
Morrie Borowitz.
Morris Borowitz. And what is your occupation, Mr. Borowitz?
I'm a student at the University of Louisville Law School.
I see. Another shingle will be hung out before long. Is that right?
Well, I hope so anyway.
Are you interested in athletics, Mr. Borowitz?
Yes, I am.
And you, what is your favorite of the Big Ten?
My favorite of the Big Ten is Pittsburgh.
Big Ten is Pittsburgh. Well, aren't you just a little bit out of the Big Ten there, Mr. Borowitz?
Well, perhaps I may be, but they're my favorite nevertheless.
I see. You mean the top 10 of the nation. That's what you're referring to. Well, I was referring to the Big Ten as we know that Midwestern Conference. Oh, by the way, what do you think of your own University of Louisville chances at finishing the season in football?
Well, the University of Louisville team has been trying very hard this year, and although I don't think they will be ranked as tops in the classes of teams which they're playing, I do think that their team this year as a whole is successful compared to the teams of their past years.
Well, Mr. Morowitz, let's change the subject here just a moment. Since today opens the extra session, the special session of Congress, what do you think about the measures that have been proposed by President Roosevelt that he is going to present to the Congress? Do you think this new revision in the tax budget will be a big help?
Well, I really don't know, because his plans have turned out so differently from what many of us have expected. But I do think that the idea is excellent, and if carried through in the manner in which he has proposed it, it will be a help to the general situation in the country at the present time.
Well, thanks a lot, Mr. Borowitz. Thanks for coming up and being the very first person to be interviewed on our Man of the Streets broadcast. Thanks a lot.